All right, everybody. Welcome to, hey, we're over here.
Oh, we're over here this time.
Yeah, we're looking there. Yeah.
Oh, we got switched. Okay.
So, welcome to Listen Up Santa Paula. My name is James Lantine, and as always, I am joined by the handsome
John Marquez. Thank you. Thanks for that introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the way, do you like color that?
No, it's all natural.
That's all natural.
All natural.
Okay.
Why, jealous?
A little bit. 'Cause
Ah.
I don't have like any black there.
It's going away fast, though.
Yeah.
That it is. Yeah.
Anyways, we got a special guest today from the Boys and Girls Club, so we'll be introducing him in a second. But we got a. This does rock.
This is a little...
Oh my gosh, this is like really far off. Oh, it's an earthquake.
I'll let you do it. Okay.
I'll lean on this side. That. Oh no, we can't do that.
I'll work you there.
Anyway, we will be right back after this.
Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
There's so much going on in your community that even in this age of information, it's tough to keep up. This show will help. It's all about what's new, what's happening, and what's out there. So if you're ready, sit back and listen up, Santa Paula.
All right, I don't know about you, but I'm ready.
I am too.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Let's do it. Did that sound a little forceful, by the way?
Yes, it did.
It's like, listen up, Santa Paula.
Very commanding.
It is.
Yep.
All right. Well, good. Then they should be listening.
There you go.
Anyways, like I said, we have a very special guest from the Boys and Girls Club because they have an event coming up. That's their annual fundraiser, I believe.
One of their annual fundraisers.
One of them.
Yep.
One of many. And I think we have a new employee from the Boys and Girls Club too, don't we? Or new to the position.
He's new to the position. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'll let you do the intro.
So I'd like to introduce Andrew Augustine, who's a special events coordinator.
Sitting right there.
And you've been on your role how long now?
A little bit over a month, about a month and a week or so, not too long.
Yeah, and he's done a tremendous job in that first month and a half or so.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank you, that's generous.
Yeah,
It's the badge.
I know.
Badge.
He's official.
We don't have a badge.
You never gave me one.
I know.
So, yeah,
So I haven't even given you an avatar.
I know. We're working on it. It's not about us. It's about him. Come on. Let's get to the point here.
All right. So how long have you been with the Boys and Girls Club?
As I mentioned, 1 month and a week or so now.
Oh, like literally, you're not new position, but also new to the Boys
club.
New
So
to
I
the
thought you
club.
were with the Boys and Girls Club for a little while.
I'd never been with the Boys and Girls Club before. I actually just came from the Natural History Museum and the Liberated Tar Pits Museum. I was working with their school programs and teacher programs.
Very cool. I always wanted to stick my finger in the tar pit.
Don't recommend that.
No?
Don't. It's a permanent souvenir. They had to do many phone calls. So I had to make many phone calls. People try to get stuck, and next thing you know, they do get stuck.
Oh,
So it's actual tar where you can get yourself stuck in.
Yeah.
And it's
So
not, yeah.
you know, it's funny. It's asphalt. So asphalt is
Yeah.
naturally occurring, whereas tar is a person-made substance when you're like burning coal and fuels and things like that. So yeah, that's where I was full of science, and then now I'm here in recreation. It's really
I know. So I didn't realize that. So tar is man-made, asphalt. See, I would have said asphalt was man-made and tar was what came from the ground.
I know, right?
You would
The
think, yeah.
The more you learn.
I've learned something.
Learned something new today.
This
so.
is great. And that's why you're with the Boys and Girls Club. So you can teach them about the difference between tar and asphalt.
Exactly. Just
Nice.
that. Nothing more.
So, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so been about a month and a half that you've been with the show, with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yep.
And how do you like it so far?
It's been really fun. So our office in Santa Paula, it's in our actual one of our sites. So the kids are always running around and they come in and say hi. So when I'm planning my events or working on Canva doing things, they pop in and say hello. So I'm learning them. So it's really nice. I like it.
So you missed the magic show that they had there.
I was there.
You were?
I was there.
Okay, so that's why you knew me.
Exactly.
Oh,
Got paying attention,
Sorry.
man.
I know,
What's going on here? So,
I don't even remember my fan.
Yeah.
You're a fan, right?
I was a
He's
fan.
a fan.
good.
Okay.
Good. Now you feel better, right?
The coloring book trick was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, we sell that here.
So, Andrew, what brought you to the Boys and Girls Club?
So what brought me to the Boys and Girls Club is really looking for an avenue to make more positive change. In this role, special events coordinator, I really feel like that is where I can do so. We're able to affect programming by trying to generate as much funding as possible and bring the community together because we're serving 3 cities. It's not just Santa Paula, it's Santa Paula, Fillmore, and Piru. So I kind of know this town a little bit. My wife is from Oxnard and her family, a lot of them are from Santa Paula. But I lived in LA, right? I was right there by the tar pits, and then wanted a little bit of a change. Rent was a little expensive, and let's move over to Ventura County. And
Nice.
as I was searching for a job, this popped up, and it fit what I kind of wanted to do, is still be with the youth, being involved with the youth somehow. And I looked at their website and looked like they had good programming, and I said, let me apply and see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so there's got to be a bit of a culture shock from LA to like little Bayberry, Santa Paula.
Yeah, I mean, even getting here, I was like, oh no, I need to really prep far out in advance, so when I need to leave, and I see it was less than 10 minutes, whereas LA, you really got to plan an hour ahead to where you need to go.
Yeah, that's the difference here. You know, you can go from one side of town to the other in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
I have a show in Bakersfield coming up, and so the show is at 7:00, but I'm gonna have to leave like at noon to make sure that, because you never know. I mean, if there's a traffic accident or something, it's like, you know, that whole thing is dead.
The 5, you have to go all the way around. Oh, I've done it.
Have you really?
Yeah, that's.
I think we've all done that. Yeah.
So have you been? Have you lived in? Where were you raised?
I was raised in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
In Hollywood,
So
California.
that was like your home base. I mean, you
that
knew.
was my home base. I grew up there. Then my parents moved to the San Fernando Valley, but I'd still go to school. I went to Hollywood High School. So, and then I went to college in Cal State Northridge. So I was very LA, LA. Never really came over here to this side of town, maybe twice, because I had an uncle in the Navy and he was based out here in Oxnard. But
So how'd your wife find you?
college.
Oh, through college. Okay. I should have gone outside Ventura County to find some.
I did not go out. She came out to Northridge, and that's how we met.
Nice. Okay.
Now, so where are you living in Santa Paula or Oxnard?
Ventura.
Ventura.
Yeah.
Okay, so like right in between.
Exactly.
So you got the beach.
Big time.
Great weather compared to Hollywood.
So much better.
Yeah. So, and you've now discovered Santa Paula, which is the hidden little gem of Ventura County, because there's a lot that goes on here, and people just don't realize it. But I mean, there's something happening here all the time, and it's just a great little town. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so what's going on with your event?
Our event is this Friday, and it's the happy hour event. It's at Otto and Sons Nursery. And it's a really local fundraiser where we're gathering vendors to do food tastings. And as you can tell, happy hour, we're going to have some beverages, really nice adult alcoholic beverages for everyone. And we really wanted to bring as many local businesses together. When I first started, they're just like, we have 0 vendors. Can you start reaching out to everyone? So it was really a cool way for me to get to know the town, go out to these different places, get some food and try it and be like, oh, can you participate in our event and be generous and donate for us? And to see that the relationships that Pearl and Jen have made allowed it to really be smooth for me as someone who was onboarding and trying to plan this event. It's been
Baptism by fire.
Baptism by fire, but all the vendors are ready. We have our venue set up, getting the last minute details together, and it's going to be a really fun event. We have about 120 people signed up, ready to go.
And how many vendors?
We have 14 vendors. So
14.
14 vendors. 11 of them will have tables and be having their food served. Others are alcoholic beverage vendors that are.
Okay.
We only have one that's actually going to be there pouring. It's Red Engine in Fillmore.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the good thing about this year's event, Andrew's done a really good job recruiting local businesses, so it's helping support and promote them as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's good because the Boys and Girls Club, especially in this area, bring in a lot of outside people to come into their event. So it just helps overall the business community as well.
Well, and the Boys and Girls Clubs has an established name and a reputation, so it's
Yes.
you're not having to, like, for us when we go out, they're going, well, who are you? At least when you approach people and businesses and you say we're with the Boys and Girls Club, it's like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, everybody is pretty much familiar with who you are, so
true.
that makes the sales pitch a little bit easier because they know what you do for the community as well.
Yeah, and so for people that don't know where Otto and Sons is, can you let them know where the address and stuff?
So the address is, let me pull this
Got a flyer.
flyer. Had it handy with me.
There you go.
It's 1835 East Giberson Road, and it's in Fillmore, California, 93015. That's a really nice flyer. Well, it's got all of our vendors, and it has the location. It has the QR code to purchase our tickets. I've been posting it quite often on our social media pages, kind of highlighting our vendors on our social media pages.
Yeah.
And Otto and Sons, I went there once to check out the layout and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It was really hot, but luckily we're doing this event on a non-heat wave week.
It was a perfect week.
Perfect non-heat wave
Yeah.
week. And it's at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
So let's see some of the. These are the food vendors and the alcohol vendors that are going to be there, right? So we got the Hangar Bar and Grill and Flight 126. So they're going to have some of their food there. They
Yes,
got
they
great
are.
stuff. El Capriccio, the Optimist. They won't be serving food.
They'll be getting popcorn.
Popcorn. Okay. And then Institution Ale Company. Something. Sorry. Maybe you should read the names because some of them are Spanish.
El Pesco over in Fillmore, correct?
Yep.
Argue Kitchen, they're located at Bunn and Chevrolet in Fillmore.
Okay, so that's the kitchen that was.
Yeah.
We did the grand opening. for.
Yes, and then Lit Burritos. Where are they from?
So that's Lit Burritos. Funny story. They actually just dropped out. So that's one. I said 14 instead of 15.
Okay.
But they're a family from Santa Paula, and then they stationed in Venice, but they're not going to be joining us anymore.
All right, so we're gonna bleep that name out.
No,
No plug there.
Ventura Coast Brewery, Pacific Beverage, Cocina 1912, Santa Paula Business. Rowan Mills, fantastic place in Fillmore. Bakery, if you haven't been there, they've got great stuff. Marie Callender's, Marie Callender's are still around.
I didn't
There's
realize
one in
that. I
Camarillo.
thought they all
Yes,
closed.
no, in Camarillo.
Wow,
So they're generously donating some pies as well. So
awesome.
yeah, I love Marie Callender's lemon meringue pie. That was my
Yeah.
go-to. That was my go-to.
Chocolate cream pie.
Okay. Domino's Pizza, Vallarta Restaurant out in Fillmore, and then Red Engine, like you
They're
said
also
earlier.
in Fillmore.
Yeah,
So you got a good blend of Fillmore as well as Santa Paula businesses that are going to be here.
but we do have sponsors too, other sponsors on top of that too. We have Santa Paula Times, the Tom McGrath family, Ventura County Credit Union, and Crimson Midstream. So it's a good.
What is Crimson Midstream? What kind of business are they?
They are a oil company.
An oil company?
And they
Okay.
do pipeline and stuff. And actually, we have a board member that is on Crimson also. I mean, that is on the Boys and Girls Club board. of
Yep.
Crimson.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
David Blakesley. He's
David
a
Blakesley.
Okay.
great guy.
Perfect.
Yes. So, but it's a good mix of vendors, sponsors, and these are ones that have participated in numerous events for the Boys and Girls Club over the years.
100%. Yep.
So at some capacity, but it's kind of cool to see them all get together for this event. So I know someone did the last golf tournament for the Boys and Girls Club, which was great, and then and they'll do more later in the year with with a couple other events happening coming up too. So
There's a little space right there for Listen Up Santa Paula.
oh, you want to provide a sponsorship?
I think we are.
Got your credit?
We're promoting.
Got your credit card?
I can easily,
He can
easily
see, yeah.
go on Canva and add you there.
No, he's been trained on how to get that credit card out. Okay, so Mr. Dan Marholland knows how to train him right.
All right.
So yeah, so
So how different is this job from the job you were doing down in LA?
So the job I was doing in LA was sort of planning special events, but it was more so geared towards educators and students in the classroom.
Okay.
So it's more like, come to the Tar Pits. We're gonna do some events for you. Have different organizations, nonprofits, give out their information, their resources, do some interactive activities. So it's very hands-on with programming and getting really into the California standards of science. Whereas, transitioning into this role, it's kind of less hands-on with the programming. It's kind of taking a step back. We have a wonderful staff already doing all of that programming, whereas me is trying to advocate for them and highlight that the work that they're doing. So on social media, I'm constantly posting what they're doing. They do so many different cooking classes. They do like different interactive games on their iPads that are like math, science games to really get everyone in, like excited about actually doing some sort of like school-related subject.
We actually have a program that we call Math Magic.
Really?
And so we go into homeschool groups and after-school programs, and we teach magic, but it's using math skills. So they learn algebra, they learn addition, subtraction, multiplication, but it's all centered around magic tricks. So we just finished up a 14-week program with a homeschool group. Wow. So
I think
it's a lot of fun.
That's the beauty of kind of the work that we can do is really try to get the youth of like Santa Paula and Fillmore and Piru, just get them all excited and make them feel like they belong somewhere. And it's been fun. It's been
much
fun.
easier job here than down in LA. A little bit of a different cultural environment, maybe?
I would say for coming from a really large organization like the Natural History Museum, there's so many different departments.
Yeah.
And then I'm all the departments in one now. So it's been...
What you'll find most organizations are that, what do you do? You don't have one job,
Right.
We do a little bit of everything in this
wear
community.
many hats, and I like that. It's been really fun.
Not a lot of red tape. It's a lot easier to get things done. So
You got to get yourself to approve it. There
yeah,
you go.
just call yourself Still. Here's an idea I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
All the roadblocks that I would hit before. Yeah, I'm my own roadblock now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So besides this event, which is a great event, what upcoming events are there?
We have our Light Up the Season event in November. It's November 9th, and that's a really fun event. The way they explained it to me, we have all these different Christmas trees and sponsors who really donate their money and their time to like decorate these really large Christmas trees, and we try to sell them and see who wants to buy those Christmas trees.
We
bring the kids
participated
out.
in that couple years, I think.
Last
couple years.
The chamber sponsors a tree as well, so we have, and our tree is usually full of community donations, like business donations. So we get them all on the tree, and then I think we're usually like over $1,000 in value.
Wow.
And that's just not intentional. It's just with so many people that like to donate, and they donate. A lot of business donate from multiple trees, so it's great to see that. So that's another great upcoming event. We participated in that the last several years. And
What does our tree have?
What does the Listen Up Santa Paula tree have?
No,
Whatever.
the House of Magic tree
House-
or White Rabbit. Yeah, what is it? What do you think's on our tree?
On your tree?
Yeah.
Bunch of magic tricks.
you
Guidebooks for all the kids. Guidebooks on how to start.
hidden secrets of magic tricks, right? There you go. Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's a holiday event. I'm excited for it. We are going to be, really diving into it as soon as happy hour is over on Friday. We have our Juano and Friends band this Friday as well.
They're a great band.
And they'll be there providing some entertainment, and it's gonna be a blast Friday. It's gonna be a blast at Light Up the Season.
So how much are tickets for this event?
This event is $50, and that gets you unlimited food, unlimited drinks. And then we have a raffle that's $10 per raffle item, or you can buy 3 tickets for $30. But we're also raffling off a really, really nice piece of jewelry from George Thompson Diamond Company, and that's going to be $20 per ticket because it's a pretty nice piece of jewelry.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a pretty good bargain. $50 for all you can eat and drink.
I know.
You go to a restaurant in most cases, and one person you can with a drink and stuff. It's almost $50 alone.
Yeah.
For just a small meal, but you get an opportunity to try different foods from different organizations and different businesses. So that's really cool.
And
event.
it's all you can eat. It's not like you can only go up to the line once.
No.
So-
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And the Santa Paula Police Department will be parked right outside, or the Fillmore. No, that would be the state?
Fillmore Sheriff.
The sheriff's department, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be parked right outside for the unlimited drinks.
Don't
Drink
put
responsibly.
Don't put that out there. Come on.
So,
Actually, the Fillmore Sheriff is on our Boys and Girls Club board.
are they really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why they'll be there. That's what I was
Exactly.
saying. They're
Exactly.
going to
So-
be partaking in the.
They've got all
the food and
bases
beverage.
covered. Okay, so they're good.
There you
So-
go.
But everybody's responsible, and so
Yep.
it's a good event, and you got to keep sight of what the event's for.
That's right.
It's for
Yeah.
for the kids.
It's not for the pre-alcohol.
No, not at all.
So I don't know if you're in for any more raffle items, but we have a VIP pass to the Magic Castle,
Wow.
which is normally about $160 to a $200 value, because it waives the entry fee.
That's awesome. I've never been. I would
And,
really love to go one day.
But it's a pass for 4 people, and it's used in. We give them away for raffles, for nonprofits, and so there are Magic Castle passes that will allow you to go to the castle, but you have to pay the entry fee and all this other kind of stuff. And by the time the night is done, a couple of 2 probably dropped about $400, $500. So with the VIP pass, it waives a lot of that, so you can go and only spend maybe $200 or $250. So I'd be happy to give you one of those passes before you leave if you want to include that in your raffle.
I would totally be
So,
up for that.
Makes for a really
Sounds
good
like
raffle.
really good value for only
It is.
$10.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I mean, nobody can go unless you either are a member or you know somebody who can get you a pass. So a lot of these are kind of sought after. So they make for a really good raffle item.
Very good. Very good. So tickets are $50. Where can they get tickets if they can't scan the code right now?
Can't scan our code, they go to www.bgclubscv.org, and then right there you'd be able to go to our happy hour and you'd see our registration page, and that's how you're able to purchase your ticket.
Now I'm looking here that is from 4 to 7, so it's a little bit more than an hour.
Yes.
People are going to be happy for about 3 hours.
Yeah, most happy hours now are not 1 hour if you see it.
Well,
You go to
then
any
why do you call
restaurant,
it
it's
an
2,
hour?
3 hours. I've seen some as long as 4 or 5 hours.
Why don't they call it happy hours?
I know that's the great debate, but so we'll just stick with happy hour. That's the easiest way right now. But yeah,
Okay. So John, what's going on in the rest of the city?
actually, we just came off cruise night, our September cruise night. So we have one more cruise night.
Bloody hot.
I know. It was a rough one for people, but we had,
Fortunately, though, towards the end of the night, a lot of more people came out.
yeah, as it got cooler.
It was a ghost town in the beginning, but
Yeah.
as it started, a lot more people.
Yeah,
Better show up.
so we have our last cruise night of the season, the first Friday in October, and then we have a business roundtable coming up at the end of the month also. So next week we'll provide some information on all that. And just go out and support local businesses. I mean, there's a lot of things happening. We have the event this Friday, but yeah, on the weekend, go do some shopping downtown. Go have some food. There's a lot of great restaurants out there. So yeah, just keep supporting local.
And after happy hour, you can, because it's from 4 to 7, at 7 o'clock, we have our Spellbound show, which features a magician from the Magic Castle as well as some other magicians from the area. And can they leave early?
Absolutely.
Okay, 20 minutes early.
We're not tying people to
So they don't have to stay till
the plants.
So you can go, you can enjoy some good food, get some beverage, and then get a designated driver to come down to Santa Paula, and you can watch a really good magic show, which is always better with alcohol.
Do you have it available here? Do you have it available here?
Alcohol?
Yeah.
No, we're not allowed to sell alcohol, but we give alcohol away for free.
There you
We
go.
just sell the bottle opener. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So you can do beer and wine. You can't sell it, so we don't.
Yeah.
We just rent out the bottle opener and we sell a glass.
There you go.
So
That's how you do it. So, anyway, but Andrea, I mean, thank you for what you've done so far. I mean, I serve on the board as the vice president for the club, and he's made a huge impact right away. And he's, like I said, trial by fire. He just dove right in and he accepted the role, and he's done an outstanding job. And he's a huge asset to our clubs.
So what did you go to school for?
I went to school for sociology, but
Ah,
a minor in recreation management.
really?
Yeah, so recreation
Very cool.
management has served me better.
So sociology, huh? So like you could be a therapist?
Yeah, if I wanted to pursue that, I could.
Oh my God,
Give us-
I got a job for you.
Give us some time.
Uh-huh.
So
He could use some.
you know, sometimes things can get really stressful, and you know, I just and I mean, working with him sometimes it's he never really lets me talk. He does all the talking.
As you can see. Yeah. You notice he's in the middle. Everything's focused on him. It's usually a weekly therapy session. So, yeah.
Yeah, we every so often our show is all about therapy. It's my session. So
Yeah. We see you get to the edge and we want to bring you back
yeah,
down.
we gotta
So,
talk me off the cliff.
Yep, exactly.
So do you specialize like sociology with kids, or was it
Just a general. It was
General?
general, so I got to learn everything.
nice?
How society operates and why we do the things we do.
There's a lot of sociology behind magic effects. So-
I bet the research is awesome.
Yep.
It's fun.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is magic. There's science in magic. There's engineering in magic, and the way the props are designed to give the deception. There's mathematics in magic. There's obviously art. So it really, one of the things that we promote is that magic really coincides with the STEAM program, and it becomes a fun and interactive way. In fact, I wrote a book called The Magic Mentor, available soon at your local bookstore.
Good. Part of your therapy. Again. Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I have a fan. He was awesome in the show. Where were you, anyways? Fillmore or Santa Paula?
Santa Paula.
Santa Paula? Okay, that's it. He was at Santa Paula. So, by the way, the Santa Paula kids, have you been to all three clubs now and
Yes.
interacted with them? The Santa Paula kids are some of the most well-behaved kids. It's amazing how they work with the kids, and they really get, they put some boundaries, and they're respectful. And normally I'm used to like a bunch of kids yelling and screaming at the beginning of the show, ah! And the kids were like, my gosh, I mean, you can talk a little bit.
Yeah, and you came
So-
during our summer program, which is really hectic.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I
They
do
were
that
great.
show every year. I love doing it for the three cities, and it's a great group and it's a great cause. So thank you, and hope we'll see you more.
Absolutely. I'll
I'll
be
see
here.
him Friday. Yep.
All right, so that's our show.
That's it.
Next week we are going to be having Katie. Kate. I always call her Katie. We're going to have Kate. She's going to be going over some emergency preparedness. And we are also going to be having a city guest with us who is going to be talking about Measure R and giving you more of the background of it, not trying to politicize it or to push you in any direction, but just to give you the information you need to make an informed decision. So that will be next week. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. And with that, stay safe, stay warm. No.
Warm.
I'm in-
Okay. Wow.
I'm in
Okay.
New Hampshire.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
We're approaching fall now, which, by the way, they just had 50-degree weather.
Yeah.
So here, stay cool, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.
Warm.